So it's been quite a busy month. I've assisted someone on pollination a little bit and worked very hard, and now and then I had to stack some hive equipment in the back of my Jimny, and it's making an absolute mess. I have to put the seats down. Now I lose about this much space in the back of the Jimny with the seats down, and I'm also not keen on damaging the vehicle and seats. Yeah, so I was looking around for a few options, and there's this board. The idea is that I'll remove the seats today, and then there's this company Mod that supplies these very sturdy, strongly built frames that goes in the back after the seats are removed to make it basically a flat bed. And what I appreciate about this is that it doesn't feel like a gimmick that comes afterwards. It feels like something purpose-built and sturdy. It really does feel like quality. So I'll install it and then just give a bit of a review and show the process. I'm quite excited about this. I'm just quickly going to vacuum out as well, get all the debris out, and under the seats often when I clean there's stuff in there, and I'll just blow it out and get as much out so that it's a fresh installation. So the vehicle jack is usually stored over here, and then it's covered with this original cardboard with underfelt and carpet over it. But I was quite surprised now when I removed it to see that it had some mold on it, and they must have gotten some moisture in this space from the winter rain. Yeah, anyway, so this is these fixtures. It has these fixtures that I'll just remove now, over there and over here, and this is some aftermarket sound system cable that I'll just also remove. I don't have a sound system in here now. I'll remove that, and then this clips out, and then there's some lacquer dirt that I'll just clean out over here, and also just the bolts that I'll remove to remove the seats. And if we go around to the other side, then I'll just show how those seats also remove. So inside the Jimny, the seats go up, and then this is fairly easy to remove. Just clips out. This won't be in the vehicle anymore. We'll just get this out, and then and then I'll remove these hooks and clips as well. And over here there's also these fittings that hide the bolts and the seat belts that just clip out like that. And I'll just completely remove the seats, and then we'll just explain and show the process after that again. Okay, so I've removed these bolts on this chair, and just something that caught me a bit off guard is there's another bolt. It's not very hidden, but it's slightly hidden, that attaches the seat to the side of the Jimny. So I'm going to loosen this, and then it seems like there's another bolt that goes into the body that I'll also just remove. It's a smaller nut, the M13 or so. Yeah, so everything's out, and I'm just washing this metal base out before I'm going to install the new base plate. Okay, so I placed it in through the front, from the front seats, and then the trick is that you have to slide this board in under these holders where the seats used to be, This is where the seat's attached, so just grip it by the front and gently pull it in, and it's still loose. I'll just make it seat properly at the back, and then I'll attach the hinges here at the back. There's a hinge over here and over here, and I'll just drill those holes as per the instruction video. Quite excited. So I'm quite impressed with the space that it gives, and it's quite a bit tricky down here to get my hands in behind the wheel and tighten the nut. I had to get a bit of help with that, but I'm very happy with the end result. It's very neat. I'll come around and lift it up a little bit. We had to make an incision over here for those bolts to just come through. I tried very hard to see if it doesn't want to unscrew so that this can come out, and I considered maybe cutting it off with an angle grinder, maybe removing this panel, cutting it, and then just painting it with some corrosion prevention. But then I thought of maybe in future I'd like to resell the vehicle, and then that would impact the resale value if you can't install back seats. So for now, I think I'll keep my Jimny forever, but you always have to keep that option open. I'll slide these seats back a little bit so that you can see. Very generous space that it gives over here, and then they provide this elastic. It's quite a simple method just to close that. We washed this out so that it's clean again. I think someone spilled a cold drink or something here in the past. It's all very neat and clean over here now, and then you can still use some of the space should you need. I think you can maybe install something here and just store a few tools should it be necessary. And then because I removed the seats, there's these openings that goes right through to the chassis, so I'll get myself some waterproof silicone in the future and just seal this up. But I'm very happy with the end result. I think it's neat, functional, makes my Jimny better. It gives lots of space.